Take two. How about now? Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, guys. Let's see if this is working now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hey, everyone. We had some audio issues there, but we are back. Welcome to Hey There Human. I am not Rainn Wilson. I can say that with at least 93% certainty. But this is still an episode of Hey There Human. Rainn is taking his 7-day slumber, sleeping straight through with no moments of waking, and he will be back to you soon. But for those of you who don't know, I'm Chris Wood. I'm mostly known as an actor. I'm also, I write a little bit. It's something that at some point, hopefully, the world will be a part of seeing. Who knows? I direct a little bit, working on it again, and a passion of mine that is sort of why I'm here to talk to you guys today is I am an avid mental health advocate. In 2017, I founded a mental health awareness campaign called I Don't Mind, and its mission is to inspire conversations about mental health and to encourage people to talk about their minds and to kind of get people out there, making it more normal to talk about. So 1 in 4 Americans will experience mental health in their life. That's a pretty high stat, right? And stigma gets in the way of most people, finding the help they need, getting the help that they need. So our goal at I Don't Mind is to get people to have those meaningful conversations and to make it so that when you need to reach out to someone, you don't feel burdened by, whether it's embarrassment or fear of being judged or just thinking that no one will get it, that you can, do that safely. Anyway, the more we talk about it, the more normal it gets, and the better it is for everybody. So check out idon'tmind.com. There's my little plug for the day. We have a journal with articles covering mental health topics that can be helpful. On social, we have positive messaging that can kind of give you a daily boost. We have a thing called Ask a Therapist where you submit questions and we take them to professional therapists and bring them back. So that's a nice little tool that we've really enjoyed working on. And we have a shop with I Don't Mind merchandise, which 100% of the proceeds go to Mental Health America, which is another thing that I do. It's I serve on the board at Mental Health America, and they're the nation's leading nonprofit for mental health that sort of leads the charge in promoting the overall wellness of mental wellness of Americans. So they're doing some great work, and I'm thrilled to be a part of what they do. Today we have a great show for you. We have Kevin Smith, director, writer, filmmaker, and artiste extraordinaire on the show. His films such as Clerks, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jane, Silent Bob Strike Back, wrote and directed all of those. He also hosts his own podcast, Smodcast, Fat Man Beyond, and he's got a live show called Hollywood Babylon, which is fantastic. So he's going to be on here. We're going to be talking about life and liberty and the pursuit of being a human today. So it's going to be great. We're also going to talk to a couple of random humans later in the show, which for those of you who don't know or haven't watched it, that's kind of the thing. We're going to talk to other people and we're going to hang out and see what they're doing, what it's like being a human in their neck of the woods. It's going to be great. So before we do that, I want to talk for a second about getting in a rut, which is kind of, I think, a thing that I've been dealing with and a thing that most of you guys can probably relate to since this sort of coronavirus moment is global, right? Life has changed, right? And the pandemic has taken a toll on everybody. And it's something that we're all feeling kind of as a community, in a sense. And that can feel like, oh my gosh, everyone's feeling bad things at the same time. But it also can be kind of empowering because for the first time, seemingly ever, everyone understands the same anxieties that we're all experiencing. So there's a certain level of empathy that comes with that, which is kind of unique. And it's important to be smart and safe, right? And to take care of yourself and your loved ones and make sure you're distancing and you're washing your hands and wearing masks and whatnot. But it's also important to not excessively worry, because that's not going to fix anything. That's not going to improve the situation. All it's going to do is make you spiral and feel more down and more stressed. So accepting that this is where we are right now, and then trying to move forward and focusing on what you can control, that is everything. And that is going to make the difference in how we get through this. So here's a few things you can do to get out of that rut. Know that your feelings are valid. That's first and foremost. Whatever you're feeling, worry, fear, anger, frustration, it's okay to feel that. Clock it, let it actually resonate and identify the feeling. That's natural and it's understandable and it's normal. And it's also the first time most of us have experienced anything like this, so it's going to come with a lot of these uncertain feelings. When we deny feelings, that's when we have problems. So don't do that. But also don't dwell on it. Okay, that's an important part that goes with that. You got to identify that things are tough, but then not just focus on that, because if you're just focused on that, you're going to get even more stressed and even more stuck. So don't get stuck in this world of the negative. And what can help with that is focusing on where you get your news, how much you're getting. I suggest turning to the CDC and the World Health Organization, to their coronavirus pages, which are updated daily with live stats and the latest advisements for how you can be safe. But also maybe limit the exposure, right? To like 15 minutes is a good rule of thumb. Set a timer for yourself, turn on the news, read the news on your phone, whatever it is, and kind of catch up on what you need to know, and then let it go and move on with your day. Don't get stuck in that endless news cycle. And also don't go to Facebook and Instagram story and trust that someone's like, oh, coronavirus makes your eyeballs explode, and then just go telling everyone that their eyeballs are going to explode. Just be smart about where you're getting your information, and that will help you also, because it can calm anxieties knowing real facts, concrete facts. It also helps, I think, to start your day with something uplifting, which is not always the easiest thing to do, but it's very important. Get out of bed, FaceTime somebody that you know is going to be positive, or find a comedy podcast or a book that makes you feel good, and set the tone for your day in the right way, because that's helpful. Talk about it. Call your friends, call your family. Make sure other people are also hearing from you and that you're checking in on everyone. And try to get your focus off yourself. That's a really big, important tip. Because when we're depressed, and I know I feel this, self-hate is still attention on yourself. And so a good way to sort of work around that is to focus your attention externally. And a good practice that you can try is when you're feeling those moments of feeling like, oh God, I can't get out of here. How am I going to get over this lockdown? Is it ever going to end? Think instead, what can I do for myself? Think about something you can do for somebody else in that moment. Mother's Day is coming up next weekend. Make sure you have your gift sent. Or if you've got a friend who has a relative who's been sick, reach out to them, or somebody that pops into your mind that you could do something. Take a second, press pause on your stresses and your worries, and focus on someone else's. That gets you out of your head, gets you active, gets you focused on what someone else is doing, which is it's kind of everything. So that's a great way to do it. There's a great tool that we posted here on SoulPancake on Friday, I believe it was. Just checking in. It's a set of 10 questions. Takes you no more than 10 minutes. It can take you an hour if you decide to dwell on everything, but it's 10 questions that are shaped into how to best check on someone's mental health during this whole lockdown and when you're distant. I've run it with my family and my friends. It's a really great way to make sure that people are, eating, sleeping, exercising, drinking enough water, like simple things like that, but also looking forward and not thinking about how they're stuck and how they're never going to get out of here. Because that doesn't help any. What helps is forward thinking and making plans. So anyway, check it out. Just checking in. It's here on SoulPancake. It's on I Don't Mind's Instagram account at I Don't Mind, and on idon'tmind.com. Now, without further ado, we should get to our special guest, Mr. Kevin Smith. This is when I'm going to be 400 years old and take about a year to figure out. Let's see. We're looking. We're looking. We're searching for it. Hang on, guys. We gotta... This is the best part of every live stream. Texting Kevin Smith to see what's going on with his... All right. Well, we seem to be having a bit of a holdup here. We're gonna go out of order then, guys. We are gonna hang out with somebody. Oh, Lori's here. Lori, do you want to say hi? Let's see here. All right, here we go, guys. We're just gonna go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our out of order madness. Oh, there's Kevin. There it is. Now it's working. All right. I'm so sorry, everybody. Isn't this exciting? You're just watching me squint at the screen like a doofus. But we've got Kevin on. Oh my gosh.
How are you?
There he is. Hi, Kevin. Hey there, human.
I was watching you fumble around with no guest, no content, and it was breaking my heart because I'm like, this man's one of the wittiest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Never at a loss for a comment.
No.
And watching you fumble around going like, we're going to have to
Technical
go out of
glitch,
order.
man.
You won't understand this reference because you're too young, but there was a TV show called The Brady Bunch when we were kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in
I
the
know
Brady Bunch, there was an episode where Cindy was caught on camera and the camera light went on and she froze up. You reminded me of Cindy Brady.
Oh,
Where
no.
is the
Oh,
boy?
no.
Where is the quick boy
gosh.
who was yelling like, start the car on the set of Supergirl? The boy
Kevin,
the boy who I said, I won't leave this world until I make a Fletch something with Chris Wood, because he is the guy that Gregory McDonald wrote about in the books. The guy who I said, there's only one man who could play He-Man in this world, and it's Chris Wood. And then I tune into this, and you're like, how does this work?
So you were just sitting there like...
laughing. I was sitting there laughing.
I'm just going to enjoy this moment? Oh,
yes.
no. Oh, no.
I was trying to get in, but you couldn't figure out technology.
Kevin, something you got to know about me. You're a couple years older than me, but yeah. I am technologically so much less capable than most people over 75.
You're a Luddite, my friend.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about 300 years old in my soul.
It's charming. It's kind of one of the things your lady likes about you. Like, he's so old time. He squeezes his own lemonade.
Is that what she says?
And he doesn't know how to operate the internet. One time he said he was going to send me an email, and he gave me a piece of paper.
I mostly start a fire and then waft it.
Yeah, smoke signals.
I remember. Kevin.
That's how you asked me to do this. You were like, you sent him a few smoke signals. I was like, oh my God, Woody still hasn't learned how to use the fucking typewriter.
I sent the carrier pigeon, though, for clarity.
Next time, just send a drone. Even that's too technological.
That's too advanced.
Where are you quarantining? Are you
I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles, yeah. And you are.
Me as well.
I'd
home,
say
right here at home, as you can see everywhere.
The home studio.
My museum. Are you with the only girl that matters in the world, the superest girl?
The superest girl of all, yes, absolutely. And we're lucky for that. That we're, when this all went down, she was in Canada working and I was in New York working, and it was within a 2-day period of everything kind of just totally tanking.
This is me checking my watch because I know at any minute now, aren't you guys about to be parents? I mean, technically
you are not wrong. It would be really great if I had just said, oh, Kevin, nobody knows that yet.
But everybody knows that.
But you're faster than me on social media, so you're like, he posted about it.
Yeah, I saw pictures.
He has told the world.
Everybody knows. Everybody's on baby watch. How is the best woman in the world doing?
especially during this time right now with everything, we feel so lucky that we have a direct positive thing to look forward to. You know,
Right.
that has really been everything. You know, it's like we can't wait, and everything's going so great. And you know, doctor's appointments have been kind of weird because the husbands aren't allowed in anymore because everything's very locked down, which is good, and it's for the safety of everybody.
Oh, so you don't get to go into like the room and stuff like you
Not the
used to.
past, not the past since everything kind of locked down, but it seems like, you know, knock on me, that things are going to kind of tiptoe back in a second. But, you
This
know,
is nothing
we
like
can't wait.
nothing like having a baby and nothing like going to a baby doctor, but I always try to
Yeah.
make everything all about me so I have a
That's
related
no, that's good.
experience.
That's a good skill.
I took my dog to the vet yesterday and they made me wait outside just like you. So you're the
They
father
sent
of a
you
human
sent
being
you
and they're
sent your
treating you.
dog?
Yeah, tried to take my dog to the vet because she got the
Oh,
worst head cold where she's sneezing out like human
oh
looking mucus.
no.
I'm pretty sure she got the COVID. So I take the dog into the vet, but they're
Wait,
like,
your dog?
I think so. Yeah, it's my dog I'm talking about. The rescue dog we got, Mad Mardigan. She's sneezing out this thick, viscous human mucus. Looks like we're on a porn set. Looks like the money shot on a porn set. So I was like, I know we're in the middle of a quarantine. I said, but I must take this dog into a vet. So I take the dog into a new vet and stuff. And the vet is like, well, you drop the dog off in the parking lot and then you don't come near us. Like they, hand the dog off and
Oh,
go away.
wow.
So then we waited for the dog. So essentially, you as the father of this child was treated no better than the father of a dog
That a
at the
man with
vet.
his sick dog.
Yes.
Lessons learned.
Can I share
Oh
something
man.
with you about
What's that?
what's keeping me sane and grounded? I know a lot of
I was
people.
just gonna ask you this because this is how we help each other, right? We're all in
Yes.
this together, and the more things we can share, our little tools of the trade, it's just every little bit helps. What do you got?
Weed, lots of weed. Of course, that helps a person like me, but that's not for everybody. Here's my go-to cure for anybody, because I meet a lot of people online and I know friends as well
Yeah,
who are taking this much harder than me. So,
yeah.
and some people who already have kind of predisposed for periods of blueness or what have you,
Hmm.
something like this is hitting them very, very hard. So
Oh yeah.
my advice has always been, look, right now the whole world feels like it's being destroyed and everything feels
Hmm.
destructive right now and it's breaking down. The only antithesis for destruction is always creation. Take this time to make some things, because one of two things happens. One, it takes your mind off of focusing on things you can't change or affect. We create paranoia, we create fear, worry. As they say, worry is interest paid in advance on a debt that never comes due. Like, you're
Yeah,
just creating a fiction in your head. You don't know the future. So
yeah,
instead, you panic about what the future will be. But if you're just writing that anyway, if you're just making stuff up, don't panic. Write a better future. If you're just
yeah.
creating things, just write one where this all goes away and you win $1 million and live forever. It's that simple, because they're both equally as valid at that point.
Yeah.
So if
That's
you're gonna
fantastic.
be, if you're gonna let the world be destructive, like, and I'm not saying don't read the news. We have to read the news, but it's falling down the news hole for 6 hours at a time, going like
Absolutely.
looking for one shred of good news. Sometimes you got to create your own good news, man. Go and
That's a
start a
fantastic
project.
tip. Yeah.
Go and start something. Start writing, start recording a podcast, start planting a garden. Creation is the
Learn a new
exact
skill.
opposite. Learn a new skill, but
Yeah.
we've been given this weird free time that nobody in history has ever really been afforded before. And
Yeah.
so, every crisis is an opportunity as well. Use this time to be creative, create something. I'm not saying like
Absolutely.
start a blog. I'm just saying creativity is the absolute opposite of destruction. So just in the act of creating something, your mind is off of the destructive nature of things.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, then you've got something to show for it, your time. Like whatever you're spending time creating, it's not only the mental well-being of I'm in a project and I'm not just listening to a fiction in my head and stuff like that, a fiction that
Yeah.
I'm making up myself. You also have something to show for your time, and like I said, my wife's planting like gardens left and right and stuff like that. And she don't like intend to market or sell them. That's just for her. But I'm the kind of guy that's just like, whatever I'm doing, I could later put to use and sell. So I'm writing scripts in this time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm recording as many podcasts as I can. I'm trying to stay productive, but it's a conscious effort, because in the first 2 weeks of this pandemic, I too sat around and I was like, well, no point in trying anymore, and just started eating like mad and just watching lots of TV. I watched Tiger King twice, bro, from top to bottom. Like, it was entertaining, but I'm a maker. And
you really love
like every
watching
maker,
the
I watched
mistreatment of tigers.
it once, and I had to hold my wife's hand while we watched the second time, because she was like, I'm not going to watch this. I was like, you have to watch this. But you're a creative like me. I've read Chris's writing, and it's like brilliant. That's not even just a nice thing to say to a guy that I know.
That's very
It's
kind.
legit brilliant writing and stuff like that. You know that every word that you put down on a page, every word that you put down on a page is one step further away from misery and negative thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Be creative in this time.
It's great advice.
That's the best advice I can give anybody. And
Is that
great
that's
on
what you've
your
been
head.
doing? That's how you kind of
All I
work
keep
through
doing is I record as many streams as possible. That's why when you were like, hey, do you want to come on my thing? I was like, in a heartbeat, because talking to you for 15 minutes is far better than sitting around for 15 minutes going like, how many more cases? Oh no.
Yeah.
When are they going to open up the state? Oh no.
Yeah.
Who now? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's there. You can spend your whole life fretting about the possibility of things to come. So in a world where you're fretting about a possibility, how about be positive about a different possibility? You know, it's writing anyway. You're just kind of making it up. That's all fear and worry is. So make up something positive.
So everybody out there who's watching this, if you have an idea of something that you've always said, one day I'll write that book, do it now. Put your fingers on your keyboard or your pen on your paper and just do it. Just do it. It feels good to create, and it's I do think art is healing, man. That's amazing advice.
Let me share with these cats something completely unrelated.
One of the
things, my happy place lately has been, I'm working on a TV show for Netflix called Masters of the Universe. And Chris has some familiarity with it.
I've heard of this, yeah.
He is our wonderful Prince Adam and our even more wonderful He-Man. So we are at the stage in the process where we've recorded many of the actors, Chris being He-Man, Mark Hamill being Skeletor, Lena Headey being Evelyn, Sarah
Speaking
Michelle.
of which, may the 4th be with you, sir.
May the 4th be with you as well. That's right. We got a tight tie to the man of Star Wars, like the name amongst names, Skywalker.
The most powerful Jedi of all time, until they're doing something new now.
And also who is like perhaps like soon to be discovered as one of the greatest Skeletors. I mean, there's only been one. He's going to be right up there. He's right up shoulder to shoulder with Alan Oppenheimer, the great Alan Oppenheimer. Amazing. Mark's doing a killer job. So we've recorded a lot of the voices for the first like 6-7 episodes. So now we're in the stage where Powerhouse Animation starts sending back what they call the animatic. It's like a little motion cartoon version of what you're going to see. It's not fully animated. Cool. Some of the figures are very stock and not fully drawn, just to give you an impression of where people stand and stuff. But it's utterly watchable, and it's something that in production they pass around so they can see where they are and communicate where they are in the process. We're still months away from seeing finished episodes. But these animatics, which are the roughest form of the process there is, they are my happy place. I have 3 of them right now, and it's with your voice work and all the rest of the cast, and with Powerhouse Animations art, and you can see what it's going to be. It is breathtaking. Even if you never watched an episode of He-Man, even if you were like, I don't know this, you'll fall for it. It is so good. Sometimes, like, they send it to me for work, where I'm watching it to give notes, and I never have notes because I'm like, I can't do this. This is amazing.
Sorry, can I just watch it again?
That's basically it. So what I do, like in the morning when I get up, is I'll like spark a joint, and then I'll just watch the animatic again and go back into Eternos. It is this series,
I would think you were kidding if I didn't know you were 100% serious.
You know I'm serious. And you are
I can't wait to see it, man.
So delightful in it. Like, it made me feel smart every time I see the animatic, because that was early in the process when they were like, as soon as we had scripts, they started talking about vocal cast, and they were like, who for Adam and stuff. And I slapped my big dick on the table, and I said, I know a guy who, like, I think would be perfect, man. He's got the voice for it.
That's too kind.
He's charming as hell. And so when I saw the animatic with your voice in, with the animation, the drawings and stuff, it just made me feel so smart. Like everybody's going like, he's great. And I'm like,
oh, I love that.
So that very, very cool. So I've been spending, even though this is the first time we're talking, I've been hearing your voice for months right here in this room.
Yelling about having power and
yeah, you apparently you have the power.
I have it.
Spoilers, I don't want to ruin the show for anybody. But
oh man, Kevin, I think the best advice we could have given to everyone is just call Kevin Smith and let him make you feel really good for 15 minutes. No, bless you, sir. You are a legend and a kind, genuine human, and I feel so fortunate to both work with you and call you friends. So thank you.
You mean the world to me.
Thank
One
you.
quick question as a fan before I go. Have you guys gotten far down the road on 30 something before the Corona thing happened, or is
no, man, we hadn't even started. So for anyone who doesn't know, I was about to shoot a show called 30 something, and it was the day before we started filming, so we hadn't even shot a frame of it. So
and for those who don't,
we're in the pool of everybody waiting to see.
Waiting to go. For those that don't
yeah.
follow even further, this is a show that was once a show when I was a kid before I made shows. So when Chris was like, I'm doing 30 something, like it took my breath away because I was like, I literally watched every episode with my mother. And then even better,
Amazing.
Like, did they say who you are? Like, I think I read in the article.
Yeah, they did.
So he's tied in. It's not just like, oh, they're doing it again. It's got the same name.
He's
legit tied into the characters with Ken Olin and
Ken Olin
and what's it? Are they both back?
Mel Harris.
Mel Harris.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is why I'm glad I lived so long. We live in a world where they're like, remember
you lived
TV
just
shows
long enough
that there's another 30 something, and the fact that my boy's in it, that was a huge score for me. I was like, I know the guy, I know him.
That's
like
great.
I'm visiting that set. You better believe it.
Amazing. Oh yeah, you're in. We'll get you.
All right, man. Go host
Kevin,
your show.
Thank you for. I think people felt so inspired by what you had to share today. Thank you for sharing a piece of your life and your creative process with everybody.
Thank you, my friend. Good talking.
You are the man. I will
Tell
talk to you
Melissa
soon.
I said hi.
I will. Bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Oh, guys, how was that? How do we get you out of here? There he goes. How was that, guys? That was something. Oh, man. All right, and now is the part of the show feeling uplifted and inspired. I feel like maybe I just got quarantine pep talked to get me out of my Rona rut. But thank you for that, Kevin. I hope everybody enjoyed hearing what he had to say. And he's right. Go create, make something, paint, do Play-Doh sculptures, anything. Do something outside of yourself that generates something new. It's amazing. We're going to talk to some random humans. Let's see who we got today. We've got here we go. All right, here we go. We got a guy coming in. Let's see if you're still watching. We're waiting here.
Oh, wow.
Connecting. Hey there.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Who's this?
I'm great. I didn't expect to be on here, but thank you so much, sir.
Who are we talking with here?
Call me Mike. I'm also known as Rocky, and oh, wow, I look pale. You look great, by the way.
Thanks, Mike/Rocky. How's it going,
Thank
man?
You. Oh, everything is going great. Thanks so much.
Going good. Where are you? Where are you in the world?
I'm currently in Oakville, Ontario, and it's pretty quiet. It's a very small town, but still working. We're all still safe, and
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Again,
what do you do for work?
I am currently a dairy manager at a Fortino's. You ever heard of that store?
Fortino's?
It's yes, sir.
Oh wow, is that so? It's you're.
It's a grocery store. It's a
you're
big
working
brand.
in grocery. Yeah, so you're definitely still working.
Yeah, I'm a dairy manager. I'm working far too many hours, but I was able to somehow get this day off just so I could see your feed.
Oh, that's great, man. I'm glad to hear that. What's it been like working, dealing with people every day in the midst of all of this?
Oh boy, it's it can be stressful,
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, you're used to working like 8, 9 hours a day, then you're working like 13, 14 hours a day. But you're
Yeah.
not. You got to tell yourself you're not doing it for the money. You're not doing it for the recognition. You're just going out there. You're trying to help people. You're trying to
Yeah.
make someone's life even a little bit easier if possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, is it stressful? It is definitely, but it's also
Yeah.
rewarding. Just telling people you're here to help, having them say thank you. That's really all the things you need.
That's good, man. And have people been vocal like in work with you? Have they been kind of mentioning, "Hey, thank you for showing up and making it possible for us to still eat"? Are you getting
A
that?
woman actually gave me flowers the other day at work.
That's
She
sweet.
she came up to me. She handed me a rose, and I went to my one of my friends in the back. I'm like, hey, Jonathan, I have something for you. And I handed him the rose. I'm like, do you accept this rose? And he's like, what are you doing with a rose? Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to show gratitude. Although there was a moment of contact then if hands were, I guess the rose
Oh no, she
stem is
just
long enough. It's not 6 feet away though.
handed me the petal, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
That's very
And she blew me
kind.
and she
That's
blew me
very
a kiss.
kind.
I was like, okay, yeah.
As long as she
Um,
was far enough away from you, I guess you're
oh
safe,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you
Oh yeah,
for your work and
yeah.
you know, people like you are keeping life still ticking even though it seems like everything is paused. For a
Hmm.
lot of workers, obviously it's not, and it's if anything more stressful. So, I mean, my heart goes out to you and
Thank you.
thank you for what you do. What
And
do you
thank
do
you for
outside of work?
oh,
Oh, me?
what do I? Yeah, no, thank you
Thank
for
me for what?
I don't mind. No, for I don't mind. As
Oh,
someone with
okay.
I've had long life depression pretty much all my life, even before I knew those words. Anxiety and depression, and to have someone like you, going out there trying to raise awareness, that means a great deal to me. So, much love and respect to you, good sir.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. And thanks for talking about that. I think
Hmm.
that's just contributing to the openness that we need to have on that topic. If we all like keep it to ourselves and protect it and don't share, um, makes it hard when somebody needs to, tell a friend or a loved one that they need help. So
Hmm.
makes a difference every time someone says that. So kudos to
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Well, hey, it was great talking to you. I'm going
Oh,
to
my
try to
pleasure.
make a few stops today, so I hate to cut it short.
All right.
But Rocky, thank you. Good checking in with you. And
Thank you. May the fourth be with you.
may the fourth be with you,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
buddy.
bye.
Take
All right. Bye.
care. Wow. It's crazy how people have all of these responsibilities in this time, and if you're not someone who's doing an essential job at the moment, it might feel like everyone must be just sitting at home on their couch, not doing anything. But I think it's pretty shocking how just to hear from people who have to go in and have to take a deep breath and know every day that um, they're going to be around people no matter what they do. So much respect for all those people. Wow, thank you, Rocky. All right, let's talk to another person here. We're doing some random scrolling. Let's see who we got. We need some Jeopardy music. That's probably copywritten, so maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm getting some slow scrolling at the moment. Forgive me, guys. Let's see here. Hi, guys. All right, let's talk to somebody here. What are you doing? Quarantine's not a thing in Sweden? Get out of here. See, shows how much I know. Hello? Hi. Who's there? Hello?
I'm Samantha.
Sorry, who is this? What's your name?
Samantha.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for asking. Where are you?
I'm from Mexico.
You're from Mexico.
Yes.
¿Y dónde estás en México?
Estoy en Monterrey.
Oh, that is a fantastic place. How is everything going for you during this time?
A little bit difficult because like I'm in school
Yeah.
and it's like so hard to me doing school. But it's okay, and
Yeah.
I'm missing my last year of junior high. I'm
Oh.
that's so sad because I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the word. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
My prom is going to be canceled.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Nah,
What
it's
are
okay.
you what are you doing to kind of work through the disappointment, you know, because we're all feeling so much of that right now, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by it. What do you do to kind of lift yourself back up and get through it?
Well, besides schools, because I'm busy all the day, I'm trying to write a book.
You're trying to write a book?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So you're taking Kevin's advice already.
Yes, I
How's that
wanna,
going?
I don't know, like it's kind of difficult because it's like a scary book, but then I'm like, no, but this book is already exists. Like I cannot write this. And then I'm going to study um actress. I want to be an actress.
Oh, you do?
And
Oh, wow.
I'm spending my time searching college to
Hmm.
study in LA, and that's it. Like, and I'm preparing for my high school exam.
Yeah.
So I'm busy, but not busy at all.
I think if you're writing a book, prepping your acting, searching for schools while finishing up online class, whatever that may look like, that sounds pretty busy to me.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty busy.
And
Well,
how are
that's good.
you?
Oh, I'm so good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing really well.
I'm
It's
gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you something. I don't know, like
Okay.
I've been reading comments, but I'm gonna ask like, how is Mel and you and the baby?
We are so good. Melissa's doing great. Everyone is healthy and happy, and you know, I think especially in moments when we're all sort of down and everything, it's good to allow ourselves to focus on the positive. And we feel very lucky that we're able to be in the same city, which is not something that happens all the time.
Yes.
And we have a baby on the way, which I can't wait. So that's very exciting for us.
Yes, I'm so
So yeah.
happy, and I like when you post the photo, like
Oh, that's sweet.
that day that you post the photo, I was here in my house. I was sick. I was supposed to be in school, but I was sick. I have chickenpox,
Mm.
and I was like, oh my God, if I was in school, I couldn't see it is because you like to sleep at 12, and I couldn't see it until 3, 4 in the afternoon. Like I'm glad I was sick to see this moment.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
And I
Well,
hope you're okay.
thank you for taking the time to drop in today and say hi.
Yes, I'm shocked. A little shocked, but
Keep writing your book. Good luck on the college search, and I hope you guys stay well, and everyone, all of your family too.
thank you.
Good talking with
You
you.
too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, we're making the rounds, guys. We went up north, we went down south. This is truly something. Truly something. Oh. All right, I think we got time for one more hello. You know what? We're gonna say hi to my friend Lori. Is this thing connecting? Hi, Lori.
Hello.
What
How's
is
it
up?
going?
Oh my gosh.
What's
It's good to see
up?
you. You know, just quarantining, just chilling out. What are you up to?
Same thing here. I'm in New Jersey with my family, so we've all gotten to hang together through everything. It's been crazy,
In
but it's been
Jersey,
good.
though. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's like one of the busiest in terms of the lockdown, right?
Yeah, it's definitely it's been interesting.
I
But
bet.
everybody stayed indoors, so we're all safe, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you been doing with everything? I mean, you were in the midst of training and like deep into prep, right?
Yeah, we were prepping for the Olympics this year. Um,
Just that small little, a casual prep. Me too. I was prepping for my mental Olympics. Yeah,
yeah,
that's,
and
I mean,
then
that's crazy.
yeah, then they delayed it, which makes sense. The
Yeah,
world comes
of
first.
course.
But we
Yeah.
were all kind of like, that gif where everything's burning, but then there's that guy in the middle, and he's like, "This is fine." It's kind of
Those are your emotions. Yeah.
yeah, but it's all good. We're good. My family's safe. That's really the only thing that matters to me. So
That is all that counts in the end, right?
yeah. So,
What have you been doing? Have you been able to train at home?
so in California, the reason why I came out to Jersey, I live in
Yeah.
California. Um, they shut down pretty much everything unless you're going to get groceries, I'm sure, as you know.
Hmm.
So my gym ended up shutting down. So I was like, okay, I'll just come home. But still, even so, then I'm not able to train. So we're trying to just make things fun and interesting and
Yeah.
find different ways to stay active, but still at home. So it's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been good.
That's good. Yeah, it's a weird time of problem solving, right? Like you kind of have to find a way to stay active and keep some semblance of normalcy, even though everything is different.
Yeah,
It can be
yeah,
kind of
for
weird.
sure. And I mean, like, I know the first week when everything kind of shut down and I didn't really know what to do with myself because it's my
Yeah.
job to be active, which is so odd to say, but
No, I mean that's true.
yeah, so it was weird going from like going to practice for 4 hours and being so active to all of a sudden everything just shuts down. Then I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, I don't really know what to do with myself. So I stopped for like a week and it felt good. And then I was like, oh wait, you actually
So
like
like a
moving.
break actually felt okay for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
part of me was like, okay, well, should I be moving? Should I be hustling right now? And then I was like, no, I'm a little sad, a little tired. Like I'm just gonna take a break, and it felt really good. I really needed it. So I
And
think
that's a great
it's been
tip
good.
too, to take from that um, story, just listening to yourself, listening to what
Yeah,
your emotions and your body needs, even though you in theory should still be training. You were like, I'm sad. I'm going to be sad for a second, and my body's still going to be here next week, and I'm going to pick it back up.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Sometimes all we really need is a break. I think we
Yeah.
could all learn
Yeah.
a little something from us just having to be forced to stay home. There's so many different silver linings, and one for me has been, what, you really needed a break. You were kind of burning out for a second, so it's
Mm.
it's been good. It's been an eye
That's
opener for
great.
sure.
Even
How
in
have
the
you been
worst
doing?
situations, you have to find some sort of
Yeah,
positive to take, even if you have to work really hard to mine something happy. I think
yeah.
it's so necessary.
You gotta pick it out. You gotta find it.
That's right. That's right.
Oh well, I don't
We
want to take up your time. I know that there's like a bunch of people who want you to say hello.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you said hi, Lori.
Oh, for sure.
And stay
Definitely. You guys stay
healthy
safe.
and best to your family and
Thank
take
you.
care of yourself. Bye,
Bye.
Lori. How fun. Wow, we got Kevin Smith and then bookended with Lori Hernandez. How fun is that, guys? That was a surprise too for me. um, this has been fantastic. I would encourage everybody, listen to all the advice that you're getting from your family and friends. When you hear stuff that's working, do that. Kevin, oh, sorry about that. Kevin gave some great advice. Write something, create something with your hands, do something tangible, um, and find whatever works for you. If you need to pause, like Lori just said, and take a second to just veg out and let yourself feel whatever you're feeling, do that. It's a part of being human. And here at Hey There Human, that's what we're all about. This was fantastic. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Most importantly, may the 4th be with you. Bye, guys.